Greetings and salutations, gamers. This is JohnDaGamer64, the legend, the one and only, and yours truly. And welcome to a brand new collection video. So today we'll be covering my Super Nintendo collection. Oh man, this is definitely one of my bigger collections, so I'm not gonna really say too much about each game unless I really want to, but we're gonna try to, push through the whole collection in a short time. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start off with the box games first. So, first game on the docket we have is Vegas Stakes. Complete box. And not bad for a gambling game, Definitely has a lot of personality for sure. Remember back in the day, my mom used to play this a lot. Like, she really enjoyed this game. Okay. And next we got Captain America and the Avengers. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Okay, Captain America and the Avengers. I believe this game's also included on one of the arcade one-up Marvel cabs. But yeah. Alright. And next we got Vortex. It's another game that uses the FX chip. Kind of reminiscent to Star Fox. Okay. And next game we got is Primal Rage. Definitely an awesome fighting game. Dinosaurs and apes and whatnot. Although it definitely had a unique and odd kind of play style as far as like arcade inputs were concerned. So it wasn't like the typical, quarter circle forward, other motion and button combinations. I would love if they freaking did a remake of Primal Rage and actually fixed the controls. That'd be awesome. I mean, I got used to it, but anyways. I'm gonna talk your ear off, so yeah. Next we got Final Fight 3. I believe this one's my favorite out of the original trilogy, like 1 through 3. I think 3, 1, and 2. Oh yeah. And next we got is World Heroes. An awesome SNK fighter here. Yeah, SNK put a lot of their games on the Super Nintendo. And, I really dig the World Heroes series. I would love to see a new one, so if SNK is watching this, definitely make a new World Heroes. Shit, I mean, I'd like a remaster. That'd be pretty cool. But a sequel would be better, I would think. But yeah. Alright, moving on. Alright, we got Tetris 2. Okay. Alright. And then we got Batman Forever. Boxing complete. I mean, yeah, I know people give this game a lot of crap, but I actually kind of enjoy it in a way. Because I like the digitized graphics and stuff, and I don't know, just one of my guilty pleasures, I guess you could say. All right, and this is gonna be one of my all-time favorites puzzle games, Tetris Attack. Well, second to Bubble Bobble, or Puzzle Bobble, excuse me. But Tetris Attack is really addictive, man. Great series. Alright, and then we got the OG Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Oh look, it's Blue Ranger Power, my best bud. Or what they said at one of the conventions. They mispronounced his name. It was like Blue Power Ranger instead of Blue Ranger Power. That was always funny. Well, definitely a great Power Rangers game. Definitely one of my all-time favorite, I want to say. That Fighting Edition. What was the other one? The movie one? That one's hard as hell. I never beat it. Even with 2 players, it's freaking hard. But yeah. Alright. We got Caesar's Palace. another casino game. I think I like Vegas 6 more because that one has more personality. Alright, next we got Demon's Crest. Definitely a great series. Well, I got Gargoyle's Quest, where it started on Game Boy. And then I think they made the second one on the NES. And then this is the third game in the series called Demon's Crest. Yeah, it's a freaking amazing game. I really need to finish it. Alright, and we got AVP, Alien vs. Predator. So yeah, it's kind of like a, how would you say, washed down version of the one in the arcade. I mean, it's kind of its own beat 'em up, you know, because this one's made by Activision and the other one was made by Capcom. But you know, I actually enjoyed this one. It's hard as hell, but hey, it's fun. Kind of wish they included a 2-player mode, but you know. All right. And King of Monsters 2. Definitely one of the best kaiju beat 'em ups of all time here. And me and my best bud Blue Ranger Power beat this game many times. That's how good this game is. I actually introduced him to this series, and then he got it. Yeah, man. Fantastic series. SNK for the wood. Alright. Then we got Mortal Kombat 2. Oh yeah, so with this one, I kind of replaced the cart, or the cartridge shell anyway, for a Blood Crystal Red. Like, yeah. Plus, I think out of the original 3 games, 2 was my favorite. Still is, too. Alright. Oh boy. It's like these are gonna tip over. It's like Jenga. 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 Okay. Alright, continuing on. And another awesome fighter. Probably one of the greatest fighters of all time on Super Nintendo, in my opinion. Killer Instinct. And yes, I do prefer this over the arcade one. Even though the arcade one is, you know, has full 3D graphics and all that, but doesn't necessarily make it better. But this one, this version, only exclusive to Super Nintendo, man. And it was freaking amazing, especially with the killer cutscene, man. Freaking fire soundtrack. Alright. Alright, got Super Castlevania 4. I like to say this is my favorite Castlevania game of all time, for sure. I remember playing this, my cousin, Axel Wolf, he used to have a Super Nintendo, and one of his games was Super Castlevania 4, and I got freaking hooked on that game, man. Freaking loved it. Alright. And we got Battletoads and Double Dragon. Freaking love this series. I love both franchises, Battletoads and Double Dragon, but the fact that they made a crossover game, which is even more badass. Alright. I think this is the last box. And Battletoads and Battlemaniacs. Yeah. Another great one. Okay, now moving on to Loosey Goosey Games here. Okay, so this one isn't exactly a game, but this is the Super Game Boy adapter. And I may have forgotten this game from my Game Boy Color collection video. So that game was Zelda Oracle of Ages. I don't have Oracle of Seasons, but this is one of the games I was missing from my Game Boy Color collection video. So yeah. There we go. Alright. And next we got is Super Bomberman. A freaking sticker coming off. Well, yeah, I can't go wrong with Bomberman. And next we got is Maui Mallard and Cold Shadow. Definitely a cool game. Got pretty far in it, but never beat it. Pretty challenging game towards the end, for sure. Alright, got Mortal Kombat 3. Can't go wrong with Mortal Kombat, especially the original games. Next we got is Mega Man X. Definitely my favorite series of Mega Man games. Love the X series. And that's why I got the Mega Man Legacy Collection, Mega Man X Legacy Collection on Switch. And even Xbox One, so that shows you how much I love it. Alright, and next we got is Lethal. There we go. And next we got is Lethal Enforcers. It's a light gun game. Surprised they even could make this game on Super Nintendo. But yeah, it's interesting. Pretty sure it's compatible with the what is it? Super Scope. Okay, and we got Separation Anxiety, Venom, and Spiderman. Pretty cool Marvel beat 'em up here. But you know, everyone picks Venom. I mean, not that Spider-Man's bad, but I always pick Venom anytime I would play with someone. And we got Frogger. So surprisingly, this is a 16-bit version. Well, what's funny is, like, I think they used the same cover for the PlayStation 1 3D iteration. So I thought that was funny. I'm like, oh, okay. So this one's 16-bit. And then the PlayStation version used the same cover here. So, yeah, it's pretty neat. Although I prefer the original arcade game. Alright, and we got a Donkey Kong Country with a torn label. Yeah, I think my bro helped me find this one at Zia Records. I think it was like $10. So, not a bad deal. Can't go wrong with the KC. Donkey Kong. Alright, and we got Player's Choice of Zelda, Link to the Past. Awesome Zelda game. And this is my very first imported game, Super Famicom. It's I think it's like Kunio-kun Dodgeball. Yeah. So it's pretty neat. I got the Retro Duo, so I'm able to play imports, so pretty neat, man. Yeah, we got Zoop. Yeah, it's a cheap game, but it was like an interesting puzzle game. Very interesting. Alright, and we got the very first Samurai Showdown. Although it's funny, in this version, like, the sprites seem like smaller than the arcade version. So I thought that was kind of funny. Alright, moving along. We got Hey Punk, Are You Tough Enough? It's just called Tough Enough, but yeah, just an average fighter, nothing special. And this one doesn't need no introduction, Final Fight. Although it kind of sucks that this version doesn't have 2 players like the arcade version. So that was a total goof up on Capcom's end here. But you know, still Final Fight. Still a great game. Next we got the great Circus Mystery with Mickey Mouse. Alright. And I think this was one of my first Super Nintendo games. So I think well, no, I think it was Super Mario World. And then I think I got this one next. So it was Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So, yeah. I remember when my mom used to play, she'd always pick Chun-Li and spam that freaking hurricane kick. Or not hurricane kick, but flurry of kicks move. Like, you know, tapping the kick button. It was funny. Good times, good times. Alright, and we got Disney's Jungle Book. Pretty good Disney game. This is back when Disney games were freaking amazing. Alright, and we got another sweet light gun game. So that's the Revolution X, which I love, man. This game was just so freaking campy, man. So 90s. Saving Aerosmith from a group of terrorists. Like, can't get any better than that. And then shooting like explosive CDs at terrorists and stuff. Like, this game was something else. It's like, I'd rather play that than their Guitar Hero. I mean, cool that Aerosmith got their own Guitar Hero game, but I would definitely choose this game any day. Alright, and we got Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny, and Rabbit Rampage. Yeah, Looney Tunes games are pretty good on Super Nintendo and Genesis. We got RoboCop 3, challenging as hell. The original Bubsy game. Let's see, what was it? I'm trying to see the title here. In claws counters of the furry kind. Always been known for those puns. Cheesy as fuck. Okay. And we got Castlevania Dracula X. So you already know Castlevania is amazing. Don't really need to say much. College Slam. Pretty fun game. Made by Acclaim. Made NBA Jam, so you know it's going to be good. Also, like when you turn on the power-ups and you get like a tornado, or you go on like the point pads, like pretty fun, man. And we got Power Rangers Zeo, Battle Racers, kind of reminiscent to like Mario Kart. All right, and we got Buster or Tiny Toons and Buster Bust Loose. I think I got that one from Unicon. Only played maybe like one level. Not because it was bad or anything, but yeah. Alright. And then we got Secrets of Mana. Sweet RPG. Okay. And we got Paperboy 2. It's always fun throwing newspapers through non-subscribers' windows. Whoa! Jenga. Alright, and we got Sunset Riders by Konami. Definitely a great arcade game. I'm surprised they never like ported that Moo Mesa game, because it was made by Konami, and it was definitely similar to Sunset Riders. Plus I remember the Saturday morning cartoon. We got F-Zero. Good futuristic racing game, challenging as all hell. And we got the first Pocky and Rocky here. Definitely fun. I think they released like what is it? A remake or some sort of compilation or an HD remake or something like that for Switch. PS4, so check that out at some point. You know, got this challenging Spiderman and X-Men crossover. I think this is the Arcade Revenge, that's right. Alright, then we got NBA Hang Time. Classic Basketball by Midway. And we got Mega Man 7. Self-explanatory. Good old Mega Man games. And we got The Legend of the Mystical Ninja, Goemon. Okay. And we got the first Fatal Fury. More SNK classics on Super. And we got Rocky and Bullwinkle. Okay. We got Scooby-Doo Mystery. I think I remember getting this at the swap meet. Rod Akers with Blue Ranger Power. And then he found it, told me about it. And then I bargained the guy. I was like, oh, can I get it for $3? He's like, yeah. So, yep, not a bad deal. We got NBA Jam Tournament Edition. So Street Fighter Alpha 2 Super Nintendo. Actually not a bad port. So yeah, I was surprised that they even had this on Super Nintendo. I was like, what? They didn't have the first Alpha, but they had Alpha 2 on it. So I think for me, at least the Alpha games, that's where my love for Street Fighter came in. I mean, Street Fighter 2 was great, don't get me wrong, but I just loved it, the Alpha series more. And then, you know, Third Strike, and then all that good stuff. And we got the censored Mortal Kombat with the blood sweat. Or the sweat. I still enjoyed the game. It was so cool. Then we got All Real Monsters. Challenging game. And I actually have Shaq Fu. I just got it just because I'm like, oh, you know, they still have one of the worst games in history here. Alright, so we got Super Return of the Jedi. I love the Star Wars series on Super Nintendo. Challenging as all hell, but good series nonetheless. Plus the sprite work is amazing. Alright, Super Godzilla. Okay, 20 minutes late. Okay, we got X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. Definitely one of my favorite X-Men games of all time, next to like X-Men Arcade, of course. Alright, moving right along here. So we got Spawn. Pretty fun superhero game there. Again, gets challenging as all hell. We got Super Double Dragon. Freaking label looking up there. Oh yeah, plus I replaced the cartridge shell with the blue one, so thought that was pretty cool. Then we got Mega Man Abyss. Okay. Cheese and crackers. Okay. Oh yeah, and then we got Super Star Wars. We got Clay Fighter 2. Judgment Clay. Love the reference to Terminator 2 there. Plus that's such a sweet cover right there. Like, I love it. And we got Arrow the Acrobats. Fun platformer for sure. Again, challenging as all hell. Yeah, we got Ranma 1.5. Never actually watched the anime or read the manga, but I would like to check out the manga or anime at some point. But yeah. We got World Heroes 2 sequel. Hell of a sequel for sure. Oh god. Not this game. Oh man, like from the looks, like the CGI, like little mini cutscenes they had, like, oh, this game's gonna be badass. But then you play it, like, oh man, this is one of the worst fighting games of all time. Although the sequel was slightly better, because it had like finishing moves, and I guess it was easier to pull off specials, I think. But yeah, sequel is a little better than the first one for sure. Okay. We got Contra 3 Alien Wars. So I already know Contra's amazing, so not much to say there. Oh gosh. It's got a whole pile here, man. Oh, okay, cool. No, so it seems I have the whole trilogy, so yeah, Super Empire Strikes Back. Yeah. All 3 Star Wars games, baby. Alright. And we got Williams Arcade's Greatest Hits. Alright. We got Aladdin, another sweet platformer from Capcom. Okay, see, it's Rap Jam Volume 1. It's a basketball game with like hip-hop rap stars. But yeah, I think this one had like Warren G and Queen Latifah. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Pretty nostalgic, man. Alright, and we got Super Bomberman 2. Another great Bomberman game. And we got Wario Woods. A little fun puzzler. Alright, so we got Zombies at My Neighbors, which now you can download on the Switch and get the sequel Ghoul Patrol. And there's like save states, I think, too. Even though there is a password system, but oh my god, that game is challenging. Even with all that. Alright. And next we got Fatal Fury 2. Another sweet SNK fighter on there. We got Captain Commando. Definitely toned down on the violence in this one. So you can't really cut people in half with a ninja like in the arcade version. But still fun nonetheless. Alright. We got Miss Pac-Man. Got Super Tennis. Fun tennis game. Another RoboCop game, and that is RoboCop vs. Terminator. And man, this one, I don't know if it's harder than RoboCop 3, but I think it is. Jeez. Alright, here we go, and this is UN Squadron. I remember Blue Ranger Power had a spare copy, so you hooked me up with this one. Pretty sure you did. Then we got Super Mario World, my very first game on the console. And I think Super Nintendo was actually my very first home console. But I think as a kid, you know, I would go to like the stores and play at the kiosk, play NES. I think I played NES at like other kids' houses and stuff, so it's not like I really missed out on NES too much. But you know, now that I have a NES and Retro Duo, I'm catching up, so. Alright, Star Fox. Classic. We got just regular Street Fighter 2 here. And we got Wild Guns. Definitely a fun shooter. Oh my gosh. Whew, 26 minutes later. Okay, and we got Hagane. Definitely a cool little side-scrolling ninja game. Very challenging, for sure. And we got shitty label Monopoly. Remember getting this for $2 at Retro City Games. It was like in the sports section for some reason. Because board games and sports are hand in hand, I guess. I don't know. And we got Saturday Night Slam Masters. Definitely a fun wrestling / fighting game. Okay, moving along. And we got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Fighting Edition. Pretty fun. Whoa! There you go. Okay. Right. Next we have is Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. Pretty awesome sequel. The only thing that's kind of annoying is freaking Baby Mario. He cries. Like, yeah, they could have put like a mute option for that or something. But you can see the timer, and you can see him fly away, so, you know. But other than that, definitely a classic. And we got Dragon, Bruce Lee's Story. Very mediocre kind of fighting game. Then we got Alien 3. Hard as hell movie-based game. Zelda 2. Definitely enjoy this one more than the first one. And we got Raiden Trad. Definitely a good shoot 'em up. And we got the first King of the Monsters. Apparently this was owned by a soldier in private BBV 105. Yeah, I need to clean this cartridge up for sure. Get that removed. But anyways, yeah. Alright, so this isn't quite a game, but this is another adapter. So this one's the Super Retro Advance adapter. So you're able to play Game Boy Advance games on your Super Nintendo. So this was pretty sweet. Yeah, so this was like modern, like third-party hardware. It actually works pretty nice. Pretty cool. Plus on the side you can actually plug in like a multiplayer cable. So if you're playing like with someone else who has a Game Boy Advance and you want to do multiplayer, then you definitely do that. So yeah, pretty neat. Like that. Oh lord. Okay. Alright, and we got Art Fighting, another SNK. Classic. We got Mickey Mania. Yeah, okay. Mickey Mania. And Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Freaking hard. And that's the movie game. Yeah, this one's freaking hard. Freaking hard. And we got the first Earthworm Jim. Definitely a good one. And another fun light gun game. That's T2, the arcade game. Terminator 2. It's cool. Arcade 1-Up actually released Arcade Cab. with the actual like Uzi peripherals. But yeah, it's freaking dope. Dope boom. Okay, we're getting there, guys. Getting there. Alright, got the first Jurassic Park. Challenging game. Total Carnage. Yeah, this is definitely a good arcade game, for sure. Of course, they had to like tone down the violence a bit, because it's a Nintendo console, but yeah, still fun nonetheless. And we got the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Alright. Jeez. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Alright, so we got ActRaiser. Definitely one of my top Super Nintendo games of all time. But yeah, I love how it has like the God Sim mechanic as well as just side-scrolling slasher. Like, definitely a great game. But the second one is just freaking hard as hell, even though that one's just pure, just side-scroller altogether. Oh yeah, and I picked up this game for like $3 at a Roddicker swap meet. It wasn't in the best condition, so you know, had to like clean up the cartridge, get a new label, all that good stuff. Alright, so we got Phalanx, this weird cover of an old man playing a banjo with his dog, and a spaceship in the background. And we got original NBA Jam, good basketball game. Another sweet Looney Tunes game. It's a Roadrunner. Death Valley Rally. Alright, we got Super R-Type. Pretty cool side-scrolling space shooter. And we got Phantom 2040. So yeah, trying to remember if I picked this up after I saw the movie or before. But I remember as a kid when we were into the the live-action Phantom movie and Billy Zane. Yeah, it was definitely cheesy, man. Cheesy 90s goodness. Never read the comics as a kid, but, you know. Yeah. Alright. And we got Final Fight Guy here. You can play this guy, but still no two players for some stupid reason. Okay. Or I could be wrong. You know, I haven't played it in a minute. So. Alright, so we got Pitfall, The Mind Adventure. Definitely a fun game. Challenging as all hell. We got Ren and Stimpy. Invidious. We got Tom and Jerry. Another fun cartoon game. Got ActRaiser 2. Stargate. Pretty good movie game. I actually enjoy this one. Okay. And we got Batman Returns. Pretty sweet beat 'em up by Konami. And we got Beavis and Butthead. Definitely a fun one. Definitely challenging though. But it's so satisfying when you beat the crap out of Todd with the baseball bat with the punching glove at the end of it. And we got Sim City. Alright, and Gradius 3. Another side-scrolling space shooter. Okay, and we got Rocco's Modern Life, Spunky's Dangerous Day. This game is hard to play without a frickin' manual, man. Like, seriously. That's why, man, I think it was great back in the day when they actually had physical manuals. Not digital or, you know, where they just don't even make a manual anymore. At least it teaches you how to play the game. Alright, got Stunt Racer FX. Alright, that's a good one. And Final Fight 2. Another great Final Fight game. We got Player's Choice Super Mario Kart. And we got Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. Alright, and this game is, I guess, basically an import, but someone put on a cartridge and they applied an English translation patch so you can, understand it. And that's the Mobile Suit Gundam Wing Endless Duel. I had to freaking get this one, man. Because I loved Gundam Wing. I think this was like the first series that got me into the Gundam series. So I remember watching it on Toonami back in the day, but this game is freaking rad. Freaking rad, man. Okay. And we got a compilation carts that has Super Mario All-Stars and Super Mario World. Very cool. Alright, and we're down to the last 5 games. Alright. And we got Marvel Superheroes and War of the Gems. Okay, and this is Weapon Lord. Pretty cool fighting game, like barbarians and whatnot. It's pretty violent too, made by Namco. And this was like way before Soul Blade and Soul Calibur series. I would love to see like a freaking remake of this game for sure, man. This would be amazing. Alright, and we got Super Metroid. Definitely one of the best Metroid games of all time for sure. We've got Prehistoric Man. Pretty cool caveman side-scroller. I love how like you can do his like Tarzan yell and he just like kills enemies. Pretty fun, pretty fun. Alright. And then of course my favorite puzzle game of all time would be Bust-A-Move. Or in Japan, Puzzle Bobble. Alright. Whew! Well, we managed to get through this whole collection in 37 minutes, so that's fantastic. Because you know me, I like to always have little tidbits about each game, memories and experiences and all that good stuff, but yeah. Alrighty, folks, so that is the collection. Oh my god. PlayStation 1 is going to be nuts. And the PS2, and the PS3, and the Dreamcast, and the DS, and the 3DS. Oh my god. Curse of being a gamer, man, I swear. Alrighty, folks, well, go ahead and end it. Alright, so thank you all for watching. Until next video, peace out.